Hello, fellow YouTubers. It's Jacob Vivash here again, and today I will be showing you my Skylanders collection. In case if you don't know what Skylanders is or was, Skylanders was was one of the first examples of a Toys to Life video game, where you basically take a figure and place it on a portal, and that figure shows up as a playable character. So, I will be kind of showing you each of my Skylanders through all 6 games. And, yeah, I will also kind of tell you a bit of side facts about my history with Skylanders. So yeah. Let's start it. So here are all the Skylanders that I have from Spyros Adventure. And yes, I actually have all 32 original Skylanders introduced from that game. I like to call them the original 32 because there were 32 Skylanders introduced at the time. And yeah. So, here's Spyro, Double Trouble, Wrecking Ball, Voodoo, Trigger Happy, Drillbot, Drill Sergeant, Boomer, which by the way is Elite Boomer, Gil Grunt, which by the way I got from a friend. He had 2 Gil Grunts as well as 2 Shroom Booms, and he said I can have one of them. And by the way, this friend was also the same friend who also introduced me to the Crash Bandicoot franchise, as well as introducing me to Nostalgia Critic, SML, and a couple of other stuff like Dragon Ball and One Piece. Slam Bam, Zap, Whamshell, Eruptor, Igniter, Flame Slinger, Sunburn, Stealth Elf, Zook, Stump Smash, Camo, Cinder, Hex, Chop Chop, Ghost Ruster, which by the way is Eon's Elite Ghost Ruster, and the reason why he has kind of a broken chain is because I accidentally didn't mean to break because it broke on accident. Lightning Rod, Sonic Boom, Whirlwind, Warnado, Terrafin, Prism Break, Bash, and Dino Ring. By the way, these bottom 8 down here are meant to be the Forgotten 8, the Skylanders that didn't really get a repose in the next game. On to the next game. So here are all the characters that I have from Skylanders Giants, which, by the way, I'm only referring to the new characters because the majority of them are returning Skylanders from the first Spyros Adventure. So 8 of them are just, well, the Giants. The other 8 are just core Skylanders, just normal Skylanders. So for the magic elements, we have Ninjini and Pop Fizz. For the tech elements, we have Bouncer and Sprocket. For the water element, we have Thumpback. And by the way, Chill. If you're wondering why she has one arm, is because her arm actually broke off for some reason, which I don't know why or how it broke off. I also have Hothead, Hot Dog, T-Rex, for the fire, T-Rex and Shroom Boom for the life element, Eyebrawl and Fright Rider for the undead element, Swarm and Jetvac for the air element, and Crusher and Flashwing for the earth element. So here are all the Skylanders that I have from Swap Force, which by the way, even though I didn't really actually own the copies of Swap Force Giants and Spyros Adventure for my Xbox One, I do actually own Imaginators, Trap Team, and SuperChargers, which that was the order I bought them. I would also like to note is that friend of mine also introduced me to Are You Super Cereal as well. I mean, I did hear a little bit of SML before meeting a lot about SML before meeting that friend. So yeah, I'm just making that note up. Just telling you that. Okay. So here is Hoot Loop, Trap Shadow, Star Strike, Dune Bug, Magna Charge, Spyros, Countdown, Lined Up, Blast Zone, Fire Kraken, Frino, Smaller Dash, Washbuckler, which was actually one of my very first Skylanders, which I got him along with the Xbox One edition of Skylanders Imaginators and a used Dr. Crankcase. Freeze Blade, Riptide, Punk Shot, Stink Bomb, Grillajula, Zulu, Bubble Blast, Night Shift, Rattle Shake, Roller Brawl, Grim Creeper, Rumble Rouser, Doomstone, Slobber Trap, Scorp, Free Ranger, Boom Jet, Popthorn, and Scratch. And another thing about these Swap Force Skylanders is that they can actually swap halves to one another, and you can actually switch their abilities. Like and there are several different abilities, such as climbing, bouncing, teleporting, spinning, digging, speeding up, being stealthy, and using their rocket powers, like they can fly. So here are all the characters that I have in Trap Team, as well as all the traps that I have. I couldn't get the light and dark traps because along with Nightlight and Nightmare, they were very expensive. Along with Spotlight and Blackout, who were also very expensive. So I also do not have all of the Trap Masters, and I have nearly all of the core Skylanders. So from now on, I will kind of be going through when I go through each element, I will explain what Skylanders I do not have. There's Blaster Mine, Enigma, Deja Vu, Spry, and Mini Genie. I do not have Cobra Cadabra. For tech, I have Jawbreaker, Chopper, Treadhead, Trigger Snappy, and Drop Obit. I do not have Gear Shift. For fire, I have Wildfire, Kaboom, Torch, Trailblazer, Weeruptor, and Small Fry. For the water elements, I have Snapshot, Lobstar, Flipwreck, Umpling, and Go Runt. I do not have Echo. For the life element, I have Tough Luck, Food Fight, High Five, Barkley and Whisper Elf. I do not have Bushwhack. For the undead elements, I have Crypt King, Shortcut, Batspin, Funny Bone, what's his name? Oh yeah, Eye Small, and Hijinks. For the earth element, I have Wallop, Head Rush, Fist Bump, Rocky Roll, Terabyte, and Bump. And finally, for the air element, I have Gusto, Thunderbolt, Fling Kong, Blades, Petvac, and Breeze. And again, these are all the traps that I have. So here is my collection from SuperChargers, which I didn't really want to get all of the new I wanted to only get the new characters, but I decided to only get a handful of the returning characters. I also decided it would be a good idea to only get the SuperChargers that, well, only get at least one SuperCharger vehicle per element. So for Magic, we have Splat and Big Bubble Pop Fizz. For Tech, I only have High Volt, but I don't really have Double Bear Trigger Happy because I didn't really want to get him. Spitfire and Lava Laser Raptor because I'm not sure why I wanted to get him. Dive Clops, but I didn't really want to get Deep Dive Gilgrunt. if you Thrillipede and Super Shot Stealth Elf, Fiesta and Bone Bash Roller Brawl, Smash Hit and Sharpshooter Terrafin, Stormblade and Hurricane Jetvac, Astro Blast and Nightfall. The only vehicles I have are the Hot Streak, the Shark Tank, the Toon Buggy, the Dive Bomber, the I forgot what Jetvac, the name for Jetvac's vehicle is. Please tell me in the comments below. The Stealth Stinger and the Sunrunner, as well as the Sky Racing Cup. Finally, to end this video, are the characters and creation crystals that I have from Imaginators. Now, interesting fact about Imaginators is that some of these characters are actually reformed villains, such as Pinata, Dr. Crankcase, Wolfgang, and Golden Queen were all once villains, but then Master Eon convinced them to give them a second chance to be good, and to try and improve their reputation. So, I have Mysticat, Buckshot, and Pinata, as well as a Magic Creation Crystal, which, by the way, it's a Magic Sorcerer, which I kind of forgot the name of the Magic Sorcerer. Plus, I feel like maybe I should kind of chain, which I'm not sure what the names of my Imaginators were. I mean, it's been a while since I played it, but still, I'm trying. Oh, yeah. I got Chain Reaction, Dr. Crankcase, and yes, there were actually guest characters in the Skylanders franchise, such as not only Neo Cortex and Crash Bandicoot, but also Bowser and Donkey Kong as well. And a Tech Quick Shot. There was also the only tech character I don't have is Robo. The only fire sensei I have is Ember, and which I don't have, but means I don't have Flare Wolf and Tyclone Crow, and I also have a Fire Sentinel, which I think his name was Tiki Magma or something, but I'm not really sure. There's also Kingpin, Tidepool, and Graveclobber. I also have a Water Swashbuckler, by the way. Then for the life element, there's Ambush, Bloom, and the reason why I don't have the normal Choppy Mage and I have Jingle Bell Mage is because the normal Choppy Mage was kind of expensive, so I decided to get Jingle Bell Choppy Mage as a replacement. Crash Bandicoot, and a Life Ninja. Then there for the undead element, I have Chopscotch and Wolfgang, which means I don't have Pit Boss, and an undead Smasher. I think his name was Bonosaurus. For Earth, we have Tri-Tip, Barbella, and Golden Queen, and an Earth Brawler. For Air, I have Airstrike, Bad Juju, and an Air Bowslinger. For Light, I have Blastertron and a Light Bazooker, and for Dark, I have Starcast and a Dark Knight. And that's all. And that's all my collection. I'll see you later some other time. Peace.